Hey guys, in this video, we're going to share all the things that you can do on board on the Disney Wish, which is a new Disney Cruise Line ship, and it is a beautiful ship. Really expensive, but it's really, really beautiful. But there's a ton of free stuff that you can do on the ship, and we're going to walk through everything that you'd want to know. So when you board the ship, what you'll get is a wand for each of your kids, and the wand is for the wishing star at the very top of the ceiling, and that one actually changes colors during pirate night, and also at midnight it glimmers. You'll also see characters basically right by the balcony. And you'll see them around the ship as well. They appear everywhere, I promise. And so what I wanted to share with you guys is the app. And I'm going through this pretty quickly, but you can see there's so much stuff to do. And with the Disney Wish in 2022, 23, 24 even, going out of Port Canaveral, it's basically a trip to the Bahamas in their private island. So they're normally 3 to 4 night cruises. And let me just tell you guys, 3 nights is not enough to experience everything that the ship has to offer. And I'm going to go in order of how we experienced everything. So when you get on the ship, there's going to be a Sailaway Party, but wait for that. What you want to do is make sure you have swimsuit underneath so you can basically go in the pool and stuff before everyone can. But the first thing you should do is go to the open house for the kids Oceaneers Club. So if you have kids that are around the ages of 3 and 12, this is going to be their kids club. There's a different kids club for ages 11 through 14 called Edge, and I'll show you guys that in a minute, and then by between 14 and 17. And there's also Nursery for kids 3 years and younger, up to like 6 months, so 6 months to 3 years. So this is the Oceaneers Club. 3 to 12-year-olds hang out here, and let me just say my kids were like fanatics about this place. And I have been on Royal Caribbean cruise lines, and Disney's kids like stuff is amazing, like bar none. And as you can see, like this is like the Star Wars themed room, and then they also have this Avengers room where they can set up to be like a superhero, and then they can use this like high-tech 3D like image thing where they can basically play games. It's really, really neat. Again, Oceaneers Club is free, but the nursery for 6 to 3-year-olds are about $9 an hour, at least at the time of this recording. But overall, for this, what they will do is register your child, give them a magic band, and then put this little like thing on it so that it doesn't like fall out, and the kids will be wearing that the whole time as the part of the ship. And what's really cool about the band is that if you see the little A thing there that's lighting up, that is for basically scanning their superhero on there, so just a heads up, and then they can start playing these games that are part of Oceaneers Club. Now, kids are able to kind of walk all the way through. As you can see on the left, these are the bathrooms. Isn't it adorable? I mean, I know it's just a bathroom, but it's super cute theme. But the kids can walk through all these different areas. If they get bored, they can go to another area. But there's a ton of different, I can't remember what they're called. I don't want to call them babysitter. Castaway members that will help your kid or find something to do. Trust me, my kids were begging to go back to the kids club. And oftentimes, if you look at the app, you'll find that there might be character meetups. If you like read the title of the session, you'll be able to see, hey, Mickey's like art club, and maybe Mickey will show up. And just remember on the Disney Wish that Minnie Mouse is the captain, so just a heads up there. This area is Arendelle, and for kids who love to color, I mean, they can color to their heart's content. They have princesses, they have princes, they have captains, anything that your kids would want to color. They have like this huge book that they can pick from as well. And so as you can see, I'll go ahead and just rotate around so that you can see what this Arendelle section of Oceaneers Club looks like. So there's a ton of art. It's Arendelle all over the place. There's really fun games, as you can see on the screen, that they can, again, scan their band on. And then on the other side, they have other areas where kids can hang out and color. And if your kids love Elsa and Anna, I mean, this room is going to be for them, especially for my 5-year-old who absolutely loved it. And then what you'll also be able to see is the Imagineering lab. What that is basically an art lab that kids can do art on. And just make sure that you pick up the art after your last day, because you will forget. Trust me, we forgot our artwork that they did. And so what you'll be able to see is just a ton of theming that the Imagineers have done for these spaces. This is a roller coaster ride that kids can ride on, and my kids, again, absolutely loved it. They could use like their magic band to kind of scan in so that they can see what they did. And so as you can see, this is like amazing. Like they're going down a roller coaster on this ride. This room is for the little ones. This is the nursery. So between the ages of 6 months to 3 months old or 3 years old, it's $9 per hour. And this is what the nursery looks like. I mean, even this area is themed, which is absolutely amazing. I remember going on the Disney Dream, and this nursery is way bigger. And this is like the first night, so nothing's really set up yet. But you can see like this is so amazing for parents who have little babies or just want some time to themselves and make sure that the kids are safe. This is an absolutely beautiful room, and it's on the same floor as the other kids areas as well. So what you'll also notice is that for the younger ones, between the ages of like 3 and 7, there's this room as well. So if your kids are one of the smaller ones, I'm sure they'll spend a lot of time in this room. But again, remember, Oceaneer's Club is between the ages of 3 and 12. And at 12, I mean, you could also have your kiddo go to Edge. So Edge is between 11 and 14. So just a heads up. But this is for all the smaller kids if you have little ones. And I mean, they have something for every kid's age. Now, one thing I wanted to make sure that you guys don't get surprised on that we did was this is another check-in area, which is different than some of the other Disney cruise ships. There's a slide. You see that slide right there? So the kids can actually slide through. So once you get them registered on that first day, then they can slide through. But just so you know, like once you go down the slide, like they're in Kids Club. So you literally check them in and then you could just walk away. This is like the main floor that you get onto the ship on, right? And then once your kiddo goes down the slide, if you want to see them again, just make sure that you go down the staircase and then say hi to them. But then just know that they're already checked in. And I think you guys should try to use a hand washing station. I thought it was awesome. I love that the kids get their hands washed really, really well. I wish they had this right where the buffet area is because your hands will never feel so clean. All right, the next area is Club Edge between ages of 11 and 14. And so my oldest was able to go in here. She said she had a blast. They did a bunch of scavenger hunts around the ship with kids their age. They had drinks and stuff there. So she absolutely loved it as well. And then we checked out also the next club, which is Club Vibe. And it's between the ages of 14 and 17. None of the kids actually on my ship went, as in like my kids, but overall, I mean, it looked like a really, really cool place, especially for the older kids where they have outgrown some of the characters. And I just know that Ansley like really wanted to go on to this area, and she's obviously not of age, but it looks like a really cool place. And they have Xboxes, I think, PlayStations, one of their game stations over there, as well as foosball and drinks for the kids as well. And then one thing I would recommend is making sure you ride the AquaMouse at least once before the Sailaway Party, okay? AquaMouse is going to get super busy, and so I'd recommend doing AquaMouse at least once before. And so, as you can see, this is a Sailaway Party, and you don't want to miss this, especially if it's your first cruise with your kids, because this is where they kind of sound the ship's horn, and it is really busy, as you can see here. I would recommend trying to get on one of the balconies. It's not like the Disney Dream where like there was a lot of room and people could dance. Like this ship was absolutely packed. And so what I would recommend is making sure that you have a balcony view, and people are here like an hour, like 90 minutes in advance, which is kind of crazy if I'm being honest. But I wanted to kind of show you guys what it sounds like when the ship's horn actually goes off.
Here we go! 4, 3, 2, 1!
When you're on the ship, you have a better chance to meet the characters and get photos with them without having to wait in huge long lines. So make sure that you go ahead and bring a character autograph book or a pillow with fabric markers to capture the moment, and make sure you sign up. And so what I would recommend is going ahead and just making sure that you look at the agenda to see when the characters are. And then also they have a princess gathering. Again, this is free, but you have to sign up, especially when it's your check-in time. And these go really, really fast. What princess gathering is basically there's 4 princesses and you can get an autograph, but you have to have like it reserved. While it's free, you have to get it reserved. And so I would recommend highly doing this because it allows you to see all the princesses at one time, and make sure that you have your girls in princess dresses if you can, because buying it on the ship is going to be uber expensive. Next is the Hero Zone. The Hero Zone is a bunch of things that you can do in here. I think they do basketball. I can't remember, but there's a ping pong area as well. But then they had this family obstacle course. So my husband and my son in there in red and my husband there in gray, they did the obstacle course together. It was absolutely hysterical. They had a blast. We had a blast. And so just make sure that you look on the app to make sure that you don't miss this because it's super fun. And make sure your kiddo has socks so that they can go ahead and race your family. All right, so there's a bunch of other stuff that you can do. Karaoke is one of them. So if you want to have your kids' first karaoke experience, this is a great place to do that. There's also shows. I couldn't record those because you can't record them, but they have Aladdin and they also have Little Mermaid, which are Broadway shows. We just did not have enough time. So if you can afford the 4-night cruise, go ahead and do it so that you can see both shows because Little Mermaid was amazing. I wasn't able to see Aladdin. And then they also have new movies showing and old movies. But like if you have a movie like Avatar 2 just came out, it will be showing on the ship if it's a Disney movie. So just FYI, it's really, really cool just to be able to see that. But Avatar 2 is like a 3.5-hour movie, and we were not able to make it because there's just so much other stuff to do on the cruise ship. All right, if no one's told you, pirate night is a thing on Disney cruise ships. Like, it literally is a thing, so make sure you have pirate wear. Now, we went on New Year's Eve, and so it was like pirate night before like 10 p.m., and then after that was New Year's Eve. And so what I would recommend is making sure that you have some pirate gear if you can. I know that's more to pack. My husband just got a t-shirt. I got a black and white dress with like a red belt on it. And so my kids all had their pirate gear. And so it's super cute the way that they do it. Again, it's exactly on the deck where the Sailaway Party was, and basically for us at least, they had an 80s band playing music, and then right after is fireworks, which is really, really cool. And if you can make it, go ahead and go to the pirate night area where they change the chandelier because it's really, really neat. Now, one thing I would say is if you have kids who probably won't make it to pirate night when they do the fireworks and you want to see it from your room, stay on the starboard side and not the port side because that's where the fireworks actually go off. And check your app because there is a time where the chandelier in the main room on the 4th floor, I think, changes colors. I'll let you guys hear the music as it goes off. So let's talk about the pools. There's a ton of like pools. They're named after Minnie, Daisy, Goofy. There's a bunch of little pools around and they're like waiting pools. There's also an area where if you have kids that are super like, I guess they just need quiet time, there is a secret pool somewhere on the ship. My kids are loud, so we never went in that area, but it's a place where you can get away from the crowd and the rowdiness of the other kids. So just a heads up. Now, on the deck, there is a staircase that leads to the AquaMouse. The AquaMouse is awesome. I mean, it is the first like water raft slide on the seas, and so it's pretty neat. And generally, there's like a 20 to 30 minute wait whenever we went on the busy days, like after the first night, basically. And so what I recommend is go on it as soon as you can. And I'm gonna forewarn you, as you get up to the part where like you're in the raft and you're going up, it's gonna spray you. And so if you're not like already have been in the pool, just be prepared because I was shocked whenever I went into the tunnel. And so if I was a better vlogger, I would show you guys the entire ride with a GoPro, but I am not that type of vlogger. There are a ton of videos that already do this, so you can check those out. But let me just tell you that it's really fun. You get super wet at the end, and I just want you to know that it goes all the way around the ship. There's also another slide that I did not get a video of, which is Trixie's Falls, and it's a super cute 6-inch wading pool slide that you can go down. This is actually a Toy Story splash zone for little ones that just want to play and that don't like the adventurous rides. And so this is really, really great for especially kids that are under the age of like 3 who would love this area. Now, what is better than swimming? It is free soft serve ice cream. This is Minnie's ice cream, I think it's what it's called, and you can get vanilla, chocolate, I saw strawberry at some point, and also the infamous Dole Whip or Dole Whip lookalikes on the ship at some point, and so you can get this for free. Now, you'll hear about snow cones being available. That's like one floor up on one of the staircases, and that's $3.50, but this is free, so it's awesome, and my kids absolutely loved it. We pretty much got ice cream every time we saw that it was open, and it's open very, very frequently. Now, this is Castaway Cay, or Key, I can't remember how it's called, but they have Pelican's Plunge, which is a free slide that you can basically ride, and it's pretty amazing. But just so you know, if this is your kid's first time going down a water slide that is in salt water, make sure you're prepared, and also get them goggles. The goggles I think we got at one of the shacks for $18. Like, we had to buy it because we forgot them. So if you have goggles, please make sure you bring them. But it is pretty awesome. I choked on salt, so I only did it once. And then this is Scuttles Cove. This is basically a kids club, but on the island. You can register and have them basically do like, I think they do scavenger hunts and do art and play with sand. It's nowhere near the water, but there is like little water, I don't know, like splash areas, but nothing that is too concerning. Now, you can also do a 5K off of the Castaway Cay, and you get a free medal after you do the 5K, and I'll go ahead and let you guys hear what it takes to do the 5K.
You're going to start here, turn to my right here, so you're going to go all the way down. Once you
Okay.
get to the end, you're going to make another right. Turn over to the airplane runway.
Okay.
Once you're at the airplane runway, you're going to run down till you get to this path here. Make a right.
Perfect.
Go around the loop, come back, go down the rest of the airplane runway, make a U-turn, down the airplane runway, around the loop one more time, and come on back to us.
Awesome,
All
and
right?
that gets the medal. Okay. All right, so then there's also the entertainment that is part of Disney's rotating dining. Rotating dining basically means that your wait staff goes with you. Every night you have a different place, other than like if you're on the 4-night cruise where your wait staff goes with you to each of the restaurants. 1923 doesn't have entertainment, but Marvel as well as Arendelle does have entertainment. Marvel is like a show that they put together, and then there's a lot of singing and dancing in the Arendelle one for Frozen. Now, after your first night, you'll see little animals on your bed, and so those are little magical moments with chocolate that kids will absolutely love. Now, one of the things I would recommend is if you can take little toys and trinkets home, I would recommend before the cruise ship going on and finding a fish extender group. What it is basically they go around and give gifts to each other in exchange, and so it's super cute. That's why they call it extender, is it's a room extender, and you basically have little pockets to get gifts. And I ordered mine off of Etsy, and you'll notice that people will go all out in decorating their door with magnets. I mean, it is a metal door, and you can see people are crazy when it comes to decorating. So that's pretty much all my tips for all the things you can do on board Disney Wish, Disney Cruise Line's newest ship, for free. Now, if you guys like this video and want me to do more videos like this, go ahead and click on the like button for me, please, to help the YouTube algorithm out, and make sure you click on the subscribe button, because I love doing these videos for you so that your family can save more money and then have a better time on your trip. And let me just tell you, this one was super expensive, so I'd recommend doing the 4-day if you're going to spend that money so that you can do all the things that the Disney Wish has. Thanks, guys. Bye.